What's up? I'm Hashner, and today I'm going to show you how to set up the Solana development environment on both macOS and Linux. Alright, so if you look at the documentation at docs.solana.com/CLI, install Solana CLI tools, it gives you the basic instructions on how to install the Solana CLI on Mac, Linux, and Windows. What it doesn't tell you is that you need some other dependencies. So we're going to go ahead and install all of those dependencies on Mac and Linux. So, and I guess it depends on which version of Linux you're doing. I'm going to show you how to do it on Arch Linux, but it basically applies to Ubuntu. You just have to switch your install tool. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start installing on Mac OS. You're going to need Homebrew to download some of the other dependencies, or at least it's one of the easier ways to do it. So if you don't already have Brew installed, you're going to need to go ahead and go to brew.sh or just Google Brew and look at the first link usually. Copy this line of code into your terminal. You're gonna have to enter your password, return, starts downloading and installing. Cool. So once Brew is installed, you're gonna need to use it to install RustUp, which is the Rust compiler. Or actually it's the Rust updater tool, which will automatically install and update the Rust compiler. Now you can see that I have RustUp, and rustc will already be installed after installing RustUp. You don't have to do anything. Okay, after that, you're gonna need Node. I prefer to use Node Version Manager. So NVM, so search NVM, and it should be the top thing. You need to go to the GitHub link and either run the curl or wget commands. Probably you're gonna wanna use curl on Mac because wget isn't installed by default. Just go ahead and run it. You're gonna need to reset or restart bash or run this line to have NVM be added to your path. So NVM's already installed for me, so I'm just gonna use it. You probably just gonna wanna install the long-term support. So it's NVM install --LTS right here. I don't know why that didn't work, but I'll just copy paste it. Downloading long-term support, which is version 14.17.0. It's installed. Now I can use it by running nvm use LTS. And now my node version is 14.17.0. Last step you need to do, which I'm actually not going to run on my Mac because I don't want it on my Mac, I only want it on my Linux server, is this right here. And as soon as you run this, it's gonna install Solana. Okay, now to actually go through the whole process on Linux, I'm going to SSH into my server. All right, so the same process, except for we're not using Brew. We're going to use the built-in package manager to install RustUp. So again, this is on Arch Linux, so I'm using Pacman. If you're on Ubuntu, you need to use sudo apt get install. Looks like my dependencies or my package manager files are out of date. Pacman syu, sudo pacman syu. Great, yes, update, install. Okay, now that RustUp is installed, or actually now that it's updated, I can install RustUp. All right, now RustUp is installed. I'm gonna need NVM again, so I can just copy paste this same line. NVM's already installed, so I don't have to do anything, or it's trying to update. Okay, again, I already have NVM installed. You might need to restart your bash, NVM, and again, NVM install long-term support. It's already installed. NVM use long-term support, already installed. Now finally install the Solana CLI by just copy pasting this command. And again, you'll need to restart your bash or set the path variable. It's just easier to restart your bash program. And now Solana is installed. And if you want to get some information about what's going on, Solana version, Solana get config, Solana config get. This gives you your basic configuration. So you can see this is where the configuration file is, the current RPC that I'm connected to. I'm connected to the DevNet. You need to set this explicitly. It starts on mainnet, WebSocket URL, and keep pair path. All right, that's gonna be it for me for this video. If you like the video, like and subscribe. And if you wanna see anything in particular, please comment and I will try to get to it. All right, thank you.